Many guys spend hours in the gym, multiple times a week, for years, and they still don't have a great physique. I used to be one of them, up until a few years ago. The truth? It's not about discipline, and it's not about motivation. It's that most people simply aren't training for aesthetics. They're doing the wrong exercises. Most fitness experts will tell you that you need to train 6 days a week for 2 to 3 hours. Eat chicken, brown rice and broccoli 6 times a day, and chug protein within a 20-minute anabolic window of doing your workout. The reality is that it's outdated bro science. Complete nonsense. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Matt. I'm a specialist musculoskeletal physiotherapist, qualified personal trainer, and over the course of my career, I've helped hundreds of people get out of pain and into the best shape of their lives. In this video, I will be sharing with you 5 essential exercises that help not only me, but also my clients build an aesthetic physique. And by the end of this video, you will have a simple, no BS blueprint to start building a strong, aesthetic and lean body without spending hours in the gym every single day. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first essential exercise to help you build an aesthetic body is the incline bench press. Here's why most guys completely miss it. Most beginners spam the flat barbell bench press because that's all anyone ever cares about, right? And don't get me wrong, I also love the flat barbell bench press. But the truth is, it mainly works your mid and lower pecs, which can actually give you that droopy man boob appearance. That was me when I first started my lifting journey. My chest as a whole grew, specifically my mid and lower chest, but my upper chest looked flat and quite honestly, unimpressive. Just look at some of the powerlifters who bench heavy all the time. You'll notice the same thing. A big chest, a lot of mass, but very little shape up top. Now that is where incline bench changes everything. It targets your upper chest and your front delts, which will give you that Roman or Greek breastplate look, chiseled and wide at the top. It makes your upper body look like a suit of armor. And a bonus is that it still smashes your triceps and even carries over to making your flat bench stronger. For best results, aim for 4 to 5 working sets in the 4 to 8 rep range. And you will watch your physique transform over a period of time. By the way, if you guys want my free minimalistic aesthetic body plan, it includes the incline bench press as well as the other 4 exercises we're going to be covering today. Then you can grab it, it's the first link in the description. Next up, we have the king of all pushing movements. It is the overhead or the military press. Honestly, I would rate this even higher than the incline barbell bench press.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
Here's why. The military press primarily targets your shoulders, so your front and your side delts, but it also hits your upper chest and your triceps. It is one of the best exercises for adding real size and width to your shoulders, which is exactly what helps contribute to building that V-tape. The military press is a full body movement. Your legs, your core, your bum muscles, everything has to work together to stabilize you. Plus, it's one of the most functional lifts that you will ever do. Because let's be real, how often are you grabbing or pressing something overhead in everyday life? To get the most out of your military press, try this pro tip. Squeeze your glutes in your core and do not let your lower back arch like a banana. Aim for 4 to 5 working sets between 5 to 10 repetitions. The bonus here is that the strength that you build from the military press will actually carry over very well to the incline bench press, as well as your flat bench press. I've seen plenty of guys with a big flat bench press, but they have a weak military press. However, never, ever have I seen someone with a large military press that has a weak flat bench press. Master this lift and you will build strong, wide shoulders and a more powerful upper body overall. So something I forgot to say earlier was that if you guys download my 2 times a week minimalistic upper body split, you'll notice that I put incline bench press within the program. You can swap this out for military press if you just want to do 1 upper day, 1 lower day. If, however, you are more advanced, which there is a chance you might be, and you need 2 upper body days, or you want to train upper body twice, then you might need my Aesthetic Body 3.0 program, which is a 3-day training split. It's going to include the incline bench press and the military press. You can either get this as the 2-in-1 guide or the 3-in-1 guide. The only difference between the two is that the 3-in-1 guide has a lean bulking program as well. Link is in the description. We just talked about the king of all pushing movements. Now let's talk about balance. In Chinese, there's a saying called La and Tui. La means pull and Tui means push. For everything to be balanced, you need both. So if we have the king of all pushing movements, then we also need the king of all pulling movements. And no, it's not the deadlift or the horizontal row or even the single arm row. The king of pulling is the pull-up. It's a vertical pulling movement that targets the lats, upper back, biceps, and it will also improve your grip strength. Done properly, it will completely change how your physique looks. A pro tip is to pull your upper chest towards the bar. Squeeze your lats at the top, and then lower yourself all the way down. A full range of motion is everything. Pull-ups are the secret to building width in your back, which will give you that wide and defined look. Once you can add weight to your pull-ups, that is when you unlock the next level, an even better V-taper. Aim for 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 10 repetitions. If you can do more than 10 reps of your body weight, then it's time to start adding some weight. You might put a dumbbell between your legs, or even better, use one of those weightlifting belts. This would be a perfect plug for my weightlifting belt brand if I actually had one, but I don't. Master pull-ups and you'll build the kind of back that makes your waist look smaller and your physique stand out from every angle. You ever wonder why some guys look wide even though they're not actually that big? Like they walk into the room and their shoulders just pop out of their t-shirt. That's not genetics, it's lateral raises. Here's the deal. Most people hit the incline bench press, the military press, and pull-ups. And yes, those are great, and that's why I put them as the top 3 in my list of essential exercises. But none of them directly target and isolate your side delts. Your side delts are the things that create width in your shoulders. If you skip them, then you're basically leaving your physique to be flat and narrow, and it doesn't matter how strong you get in the other compound movements. By training lateral raises consistently, you build those round 3D delts, and that's what creates the V-taper illusion. Even if your waist isn't tiny, broad shoulders will make it look instantly smaller by comparison. That's the #1 tip to look aesthetic. So don't go heavy, don't swing the weights, focus on control. Slow reps, especially the lowering or eccentric portion, and high volume. Master the lateral raise. Ensure that they are part of your upper body routine and you'll get that wide, powerful look, the one that makes your clothes look better and your physique stand out everywhere. Some execution tips. So you want to aim for 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. You may either use a dumbbell or cable, but using a cable is humbling because you can't go as heavy. It keeps constant tension on the middle delt and you can't use momentum. A pro tip is to lean slightly forward and bring your arms a tiny bit in front towards these. Instead of being right in front or instead of being right at the side, you want it in a little bit of a Y motion or the scapular plane. So we've really focused on upper body here. The first 4 exercises were all about the upper body because let's be honest, that is what matters most for aesthetics. However, we do not want to neglect our legs completely, and anyone who does promote not training legs should not be on YouTube promoting fitness. Strong functional legs are essential for supporting our aesthetic upper body. And what better way to do that minimalistically than to train just squats? Obviously, there's some other accessories we can add, which you can get in my free aesthetic body plan. But squats hit your glutes, hamstrings, and quads all at once. They build overall leg thickness and power, which balances your physique. If you skip them, then your upper body will of course look great, but your legs won't match, and it throws off your aesthetics and your strength. Now, depth is key. You don't have to go arse to grass, but you should be aiming to go below parallel or just below parallel. But you have to try and do this while maintaining a neutral spine. Mastering squats not only gives you powerful proportional legs, but it also improves stability and performance in your upper body lifts. So include squats in your routine and your full body aesthetic will come together. Aim for 4 to 5 sets of 4 to 8 reps. The focus is more on strength here. Your legs will build dense functional muscle, but won't get too bulky and too overpowering. Okay, so if you do nothing else but these 5 lifts consistently, you're already building a strong foundation for an aesthetic physique. Of course, if you want a bit more guidance, then you can get my free aesthetic workout plan, which is only 2 times a week. If you're a noob, if you're a novice, if you want to increase that to 3 days a week, if you want to do 2 days of upper body, which I would highly recommend if you're a little bit more advanced. As I talked about earlier, you can get my Aesthetic Body 3.0 program. So what you get in the 3-in-1 guide is an Aesthetic Body 3.0 workout plan, my model fat loss guide, and my lean bulking guide, as well as a few other extras. For the 2-in-1 body guide, everything is the same, except you don't have the lean bulking guide included. Basically, it's everything you need to start building a model-like aesthetic body without overcomplicating things. For those of you who are interested in something a little bit more personalized, then I've had a few spaces open up on my one-to-one online coaching. This is for people who want a more tailored approach to their body, goals, and schedule. So if that's you, then click on the second link in the description. But honestly, start with these 5 essential lifts. Follow the 3-in-1 or 2-in-1 plan if you want a bit more structure, and you're already on your way. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.